Hello and welcome to the channel. The People's Democratic Party (PDP) presidential candidate Alhaji Atiku Abubakar has hit back at the Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike over comments directed at him by the governor. Atiku said Wike is a drunkard and so things he says should be taken with a pinch of salt. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Atiku cautions Wike. The presidential candidate of People's Democratic Party (PDP), Atiku Abubakar, has cautioned the governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, against speaking under the influence of alcohol. Atiku gave the words of caution in a statement signed by Special Assistant on Public Communications, Frank Shoaibu, in Abuja on Sunday. He gave the advice in response to comments made by the governor while addressing his supporters in Port Harcourt. Shoaibu quoted Wike as confirming his alleged alcohol-induced vituperations targeted at Atiku since losing the PDP presidential ticket. He said, Wike had, while addressing supporters at the Emohua local government area of Rivers State on Friday, stated that he was drinking a 40-year-old whiskey while he was watching members of his own party on TV protesting against electoral fraud of February 25th in Abuja. As they were protesting, I just sat down and took a 40-year whiskey. I called some of my friends and opened the 40-year-old whiskey as they were protesting, Wike had said. Shoaibu advised Wike to stay off alcohol as it had not only affected his voice and demeanor but also his thinking faculty. He said, Governor Wike has confirmed what we all know, that he is a drunkard. The protest that was led by Waziri Atiku Abubakar on Monday, March 6, 2023, was against the stealing of the mandate of the Nigerian people, which in itself was a noble cause. For the sake of clarity, the protest occurred around 11:30 a.m. Governor Wike says he was drinking whiskey during the protest at 11:30 a.m. on a Monday. This reveals the sort of man he is, a dipsomaniac who abandons his official duties on a Monday morning to binge on whiskey. This explains the reason for his coarse voice, which is similar to that of a motor park tout. It is obvious that Governor Wike also dances under the influence of alcohol. No wonder it is characterized by aesthetic vulgarity. It is a common rule that you do not drink and drive. Unfortunately, a drunkard is the one steering the wheel of governance in Rivers State. This is more disturbing because he is married to a judge. Indeed, the term as sober as a judge could not even rub off positively on the cantankerous governor. Shoaibu further explained that Wike's vituperations and wailings had nothing to do with ensuring that the South produced the next president. He argued that Wike was just a sore loser who had gone on to deceive other members of his G5 who are now battling for political survival. The Atiku hate-hearted. Wike's grouse with Waziri Atiku Abubakar has nothing to do with zoning. He is only wailing because he lost the presidential ticket of the PDP in a fair contest. After losing, he deceived 4 other governors to join his futile campaign. 3 governors of the G5 failed woefully at their senatorial elections, including Governor Okezie Ikpeazu, who as a sitting governor came a distant third in the Abia South senatorial election. For Governor Seyi Makinde, his ambition is hanging by a thread after his misadventure caused the PDP to lose all 3 senatorial elections. Wike has not held a single meeting with his G5 members, having dumped them since their defeat. He has been rejoicing over the outcome of the polls, even though his men have all lost. This is the sort of man he is, and yet he claims not to be committing anti-party infractions. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. Shoaibu also lambasted Wike for admitting on video to have manipulated the outcome of the elections in the state in the last election. He commended the nearly 300,000 Nigerians that had signed a petition on change.org to demand that the United States, the United Kingdom, and the European Union impose a visa ban on him. Atiku's aide reiterated that at this point, I would love to commend the nearly 300,000 Nigerians who have signed a petition for Wike's visa sanction. This is a step in the right direction. This is a man who, in every election he has ever been involved in, has been characterized by regain and violence, so much so that under his watch, the media tagged the state rivers of blood. This is a man who, during a leaked phone conversation with Governor Ayodele Fayose, admitted to killing everyone we can kill. This is a man who talks down on traditional rulers in the state, arrests those he doesn't agree with, seals up the buildings of his opponents, and even revokes CFO of those in his bad books. May Nigeria never see such an emperor again who uses violence to subdue his people for political gains. Meanwhile, the candidate of the People's Democratic Party (PDP) in the February 25th presidential election, Atiku Abubakar, has written to the chairman of Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC), Professor Mahmood Yakubu, demanding immediate compliance with a recent court order on the inspection of the election materials used during the poll. On the same day, the All Progressives Congress (APC) National Vice Chairman Northwest, Dr. Salihu Lukman, called for the resignation of the party's national chairman Abdullahi Adamu and national secretary Senator Iyola Omisore in the interest of the party. Also yesterday, the PDP asked the police, the Department of State Security (DSS), and the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission (EFCC) to commence prosecution of the INEC chairman and some officials of the commission for financially compromising the electoral laws through inducement. Atiku and Peter Obi of the Labour Party (LP), who lost the presidential election to Bola Tinubu of the APC, refused to concede defeat and approached the Court of Appeal, requesting to inspect the election materials used. The request was granted on 3rd March. Yesterday, Atiku's lead counsel, Joe Gadzama, wrote on behalf of his client to the INEC chairman, calling for immediate compliance with the court's order on access, inspection, examination, and analysis of the presidential election materials. Gadzama wrote, "You will recall that the Court of Appeal, presided over by Honorable Justice Shagbaho Ikieg, JCA, sitting in Abuja, granted orders on March 3, 2023 in favor of our clients. The court expressly ordered INEC to allow and grant access to our clients and their representatives to inspect, scan, make copies, forensically audit, and obtain certified true copies, CTC, of all electoral materials which were used in the conduct of the presidential election." That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time. Bye.